there, it's Toby Lover again. In my last video I talked about follow a process. Stick with the process that leads to a progress. And I remembered that I said that if you don't have a process, if you don't want to stick with a particular process, do not expect a progress. Now, today, what I will be talking about would almost be like the part 2 of what we discussed in the last video. Now, may I tell somebody out there that you have got to a point in your life where you need to be futuristic with everything you want to do. What do I mean? In every decision you want to make, you want to take this particular decision about relationship, you want to take this particular decision about a job, you want to take this particular decision about a business you are venturing into, and you are not thinking about the future aspect of it. May I tell you that you are ready for a downfall? What do I mean by that? Imagine if you venture into a particular business at a particular time because they said, this business is booming, is this, is that, there is a lot of profit. Fine. It is okay to think that yes, I can actually venture into this, but then have you asked yourself some basic questions? Why am I going into this business? Now, if I go into this particular business, if I go into this particular skill, what does the future hold for me in this particular skill? What do I mean? Now, imagine if you decide to open a particular store in a particular village that you are in at a particular time. Now, imagine if you open that particular store and then things started going on and going on and going on like that, and all of a sudden something else comes in, say marriage, and then you have to move out of that particular place you are into. Now, what happens to the business? Are you going to close it down, or are you going to carry the shop and put it somewhere else? Definitely not. So what I'm saying is, you need to be futuristic in everything you do. Listen, if you don't plan for life, life will plan for you. And whatever plan that life brings towards your side, you might actually have a choice. And the choice is that you just need to take it and embrace it. Let me give you a scenario. Now, imagine if you fail to plan for yourself while you are young, or while you are growing and you decide to venture into something, you did not plan it well. Now, imagine if you have some relatives who decide to take decision for you, and then every of their decisions are born out of their selfish interest. That is exactly what I mean by life will plan for you. Now, you might actually have no choice than to follow that decision that they have taken for you. Why? Because you did not plan. Now, you want to go into a relationship, and you are not thinking about the future. You are not thinking about your future. Like, you have a particular place you are going to. Now, you want to date this girl. I don't even know if the girl knows where she's going to. You want to date this particular girl. Why? Because she's all over the place. Everybody's wanting to date her, and you decide to date her. Fine. I'm not saying you should not go and date fine girl. I never said so. Date her. Fine. But then, are you thinking about the future? If you are not thinking about the future with you and that lady, then you are part of these people that is doing trial and error. God forbid. Me, I cannot do trial and error. Not with relationship issues. I say. See, the issue is this. There is no issue in life that you are meant to take with levity hand. Of course not. If you want to venture into something, you want to take a decision, try as much as possible to be futuristic in it. If you are venturing into a business, think about the 5-year plan of that business. In 5 years' time, ask myself, in 5 years' time, where will I be in this particular business? In 5 years' time, will I still have the time to continue pushing this business? In 5 years' time, in 10 years' time, where will this relationship lead to? If you cannot answer those particular questions, I would advise that you calm down and go back to the drawing board and set things right for yourself. Nobody will do the planning of your life for you. If anything goes wrong, if anything goes wrong, You'll be the one to be blamed. See, where you are now, about your past and whatever has happened in your past might not actually be your fault. But you see everything that will happen in your future. You so will be held responsible for it. And I'm imploring you, you need to plan for that future. Don't just follow the flow. You need to know where you are going to. Know the kind of relationship you want to go into. Know the kind of business you are going into. Don't just venture into anything anyhow. You want to venture into a particular business, think it twice. Think it twice. And let us know that yes, what I am venturing into is going to pay me well in the future. Until then, I am still Toby Lover.